The busy positive week in Hull City lands continues as we make one of the key signings of the summer for this squad as Destan joins Hull City. Yes, we add a striker to our team with possibly another one or two to come along this summer. Hello there and welcome back to the HullCityFanCentral YouTube channel, where today I'll be going through the announcements that has happened. Destan has signed on a permanent deal. 3-year contract following his termination of his contract over at Trabzonspor, so signing as a free agent. I believe that the deal was constructed though with a 50-50 sell-on fee because obviously Destan had terminated his contract at Trabzonspor to allow him to move to Hull City. This was done with Trabzonspor's knowledge as well, so it's not like we've gone behind their backs or anything. Due to the fee restriction, embargo stuff that's going on at Hull City, meaning that we wouldn't be able to buy him straight from Trabzonspor. We only would be able to sign him through a free agency, which has happened. So let's go through what Hull City have to say on the matter, and then I'll give you my thoughts on Hull City's latest summer signing, as things, they're just looking better and better each day. Of course, very close to opening day of the championship campaign for Hull City. So, Hull City are delighted to announce the signing of Turkish forward Enis Destan on a 3-year contract with a call option of a further year. The 23-year-old joins the Tigers on a free transfer after leaving Super League side Trabzonspor, where he scored 14 goals and provided 7 assists in 65 appearances. The frontman netted 9 league goals, including a final day hat-trick against, I'm not going to try and pronounce the team's name, as Trabzonspor finished 3rd in the 2023-24 league, adding another 3 during their run to the Turkish Cup final. Trabzonspor reached the final again last season, with Destan featuring 26 times in all competitions, including 6 appearances across Europa League and Europa Conference League qualifiers. He moved to Trabzonspor in January of 2022, spending the 2022-23 season on loan in the Polish league. I'm not trying to pronounce that one either because it'll go drastically wrong. I can't even say drastically. With Warsaw Poznań, where he played 23 games, having impressed for his previous club. I'm not going to try and pronounce their name. There's a lot of I can't pronounce in his ledger, but I can pronounce the team that he's playing for now, that being Hull City. Progressing through their ranks, he scored 12 goals, helping the team that he was at finish 6th in qualifiers for the TFF First League playoffs in 2020-21 season, netting 16 times in 47 matches overall for the Izmir-based club. Internationally, the attacker has been capped 21 times by Turkey at the under-21s level, scoring 6 goals and earning a senior call-up in 2021. Welcome, Enis. Well, welcome, Enis, indeed. You come as a delightful addition. Permanent deal that's done through the free agency, presumably means as well not that high wage. Of course, I think that the wage cap has either been reduced or has gone for Hull City on their free agents, but still every deal has to get ran through the EFL. They must be happy with this one to allow Hull City to sign Enis Destan, and he comes and joins in to a department that desperately needs depth and also starting quality players. We've talked about Ollie McBurney. That's still on the cards. This move doesn't rule out an Ollie McBurney move to Hull City. In the fact, we could possibly be hearing an Ollie McBurney signing for Hull City in the coming days, possibly even before the friendly on tomorrow against Getafe. So we will wait and see on that one. Of course, stay tuned on the channel to know about all of the breaking news surrounding Hull City, but also the Ollie McBurney news. So Destan, what does he do for the squad? What does he provide? Well, he provides a complement to Kyle Joseph, another young striker with bags of potential and lots to prove. We've seen it. He's scored goals at a constant rate over his time, ranging between sort of the 9-10 goals pushing up towards 15, 16. So there's a healthy sort of range there of consistency each season, producing a few assists along the way, which is what you really want from what possibly would be the backup striker, the striker that's probably going to spend a bit of time on the bench, come off the bench and produce a little bit similar to how we saw Aaron Connolly play at the start of the 2023-24 season, how he played during that sort of spell, and then moving on, he could maybe have a bit more of a nailed down role. Of course, that sort of sees how the season progresses, what the situation is with the strikers as we progress through the season, whether Destan is playing at a better rate of football than a Kyle Joseph and Olin Burnley if we sign him, or whoever else we grab and bring in. Of course, there's Tyrell Fleming as well in there. This move also can open the door for a Tyrell Fleming loan move away. We've seen him feature quite a bit this pre-season, and he looks quite all right in his roles that he's been having. Of course, it's not been a massive amount of game time. And for personal reasons, well, not personal reasons, but personally, I would maybe like to see Tyrell Fleming go out on loan, a bit similar to a Matthew Jacob, go out on loan to a League One side, similar to Mason Burstow, go out to League One side, have week-to-week senior football, see what we have in Tyrell Fleming, and whatever the case is with the embargo, the appeal process, the fee restrictions, whatever the case is with that, we know at the end of the season we have a decision to make with Tyrell Fleming, whether we decide to keep him and whether he could be a potential good attacking option for this squad moving forward, or whether we want to cash out on him after having a good loan season. We'll see what happens on that one, but this could possibly open the doors to a Tyrell Fleming loan move away, and possibly the addition of an Ollie McBurney or someone else into the striker attacking ranks maybe also opens the door to this. So that's another positive side to it. Signing on the permanent deal as well, so adding more permanent quality into the squad. Of course, that's been the case previously with Adjan signing too many loan players, and therefore, what happens at the end of the season? Well, they go back to their parent clubs, never to be seen again, or very, very rarely being seen again. We've only signed one player, I believe, on loan, or two players actually, on loan so far this season. Of course, Destan's teammate before he moved to Hull City, and teammate now in John Lundstrom, and then of course Ndala from Man City. Both of them the only two loan moves that Hull City have made, and I can't see Hull City maximising out to the 5 loan moves or 5 loan moves plus that we have seen Adjan go to in years prior. I presume that this season we may see another 1 or 2 at a push loan moves, but I highly doubt that we'll be going all in on the loan market as has been the case with Adjan previously at Hull City. Another permanent signing sort of nails that one down. Ollie McBurney, well, that would be a permanent one because he's currently a free agent. And then whoever we go out there and maybe grab, maybe it is a striker out on the loan market. Well, that only brings our total up to 3. You could maybe make a push for them to be a midfielder in there on loan, so that's possibly your 4. But the sort of situation at Hull City is looking quite positive. No matter what your sort of views are on the financial aspect and how that sort of lays out, we'll see in the upcoming week or two. But the situation with the transfers, with the product on the field, and with the potential future of this club under Jakirovic, well, it's all seeming quite good at the moment. So we'll see how the team fare against Getafe at the MKM Stadium, and then a week on Saturday, or a week tomorrow, we will be facing off against Coventry City away to kickstart our championship campaign, which could be quite a promising one with this squad, with this manager, and we will wait and see what the team can produce. But Destan, the newest player to come in. So I'll see you in the next video. Make sure that you like and subscribe to keep up to date with everything Hull City here on the HullCityFanCentral YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Up the Tigers!